All right, a little nicer day today. I'm going to take this outside line off, the one that was leaking up here, and we are going to make an attempt at silver solder brazing it, and I got nothing to lose, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this line off. Just 2 bolts, take it off, and then we're going to take it on up to the shop and see what we can do with it. All right, so I cleaned up this area, and you can see here that's where the area is, that it's all pitted out and was leaking. There's a pinhole through there. Kind of weird how it was just this one little spot like that. But anyway, I degreased it really good, and then I hit it up on the wire wheel, and I've never used the silver solder before, so we're gonna try this out. Certainly won't make it any worse. So we're gonna heat the whole area up, get it hot in the center, see, melt some in, and it's supposed to have 40 to 60, I guess between 40 and 70,000 pounds of brake strength, as I understand it. So we're going to go ahead and braze this in and see if we can't plug that hole up. So here we go. Put the camera here so I can, got my tripod today. We'll see how this goes. Where the hell's that shit going?
Trouble getting it off?
No. Well, my brazing doesn't look nearly as good as it does in people's videos, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to grind it down, see what it looks like when I'm done. But it's full.
Okay.
All right, line is back in. It was leaking right there. You can see it's still wet underneath it. I did paint it. It's still kind of wet, but anyway, let's give it a test and see what we get. Still keeping an eye on that smoking. Starting to think maybe that head gasket stopper I put in might actually be working. Doesn't seem like I'm getting the blow by it was. That was white before when I did that. Now it's just diesel. That's good news. Maybe I don't have to rebuild this motor. I'd like that. That would be good if I don't have to rebuild this thing. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye. I'll keep the blow by cleaned off, and I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe I'll get lucky. I did get hood latches. That'll be another project here before long. Get that hood bend out of it. You can see it's popped up a little bit, and hose protectors will be in a couple days, and I'm going to replace a couple of this side lift cylinders that are too long that I don't like, and get that squared away, and a couple more lines on the backhoe, and I've pretty much got the lines sorted out on this thing, I think. That'll be good. Okay, on to the next. Real brief update. I'm running out of light. So I've been doing some work on the machine. I haven't recorded all of it, but after blowing that line out, I went and sprung for all the armor. You can see I've armored that all the way up. I improved my tie-off situation. And I really did. I armored both sides. Anywhere that might abrade or I thought it might rub, I went ahead and armored it. And you'll see that I got the bucket up against the tree right now, because I went ahead and these lines weren't bad, but I didn't trust them. They were too long and they were protruding out, and they were definitely rubbing at the bottom. Now I have the proper size lines on, so that'll go down and retract in, and I'm no longer rubbing the base there. I put this up against the tree this time. The last time I did this job, I put that bucket on top of my dump truck, and I accidentally hit the down on the tilt and put a bit of dent in my headache rack, and I just not too happy with myself for doing that. So this time I put it up against a tree. I don't have the 4x4 block off, so I always have to put this bucket against something if I'm going to do work that requires taking the line off. I haven't even tested these yet, but I am running out of light. Just giving a brief update. So everything is replaced on this. We're back to actually starting to do some, wanting to do some work around here with this thing. It's been out of commission for about 2-3 weeks, just between my work schedule and waiting for parts and just getting around to getting down here. And frankly, the fact that it gets dark so early makes it really hard to do anything after work. Anyway, so we're back on track. We're gonna get back at it. If it's light enough to do a little test when I put oil back in, I don't know if you can see the sight glass, but it's absolutely dry. So I better get some oil in this thing before I run it.